bit.
Okay.
You can see it right here into the thing, so you good.
Already.
Cool. Man, welcome back to the Bill and Will Show. Man, we got another special guest this week, man. I'm going to let him introduce himself, let him know what he's about, let him talk to y'all for a little bit, man.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's Brandon Metlock. Just come here talk a little sports this evening, you know?
We're going to get right into it, man. We can see we got a Cubs fan here. He's a Cowboys fan, too hard. So, hey, man, y'all can kill him in the comments if you want to.
Man, please, bring it.
He loves that, for sure. So, we're going to get straight into it, man. What you want to start out with? Let's head fight night.
Yeah.
We're going to go with fight night. People, tonight, man, we got the UFC. I believe it's tomorrow. They're going to be fighting. We got Darren Till versus the Australian man. Whitaker is his name? Whitaker?
Yeah, Robert Whitaker.
Robert Whitaker. He's fought Johan Romero a couple of times. He's fought Sanya and got beat by him also. But I think he's ranked like number 3 or number 2 right now.
Yeah, number 3.
All right. And Darren Till is a guy he's a real social media heavy guy right now. He's a real troll.
Yeah, hey, but Darren Till's coming off a loss too to Jorge Masvidal, you know, so.
Have you seen this fight? Are you anticipating this fight?
Being a UFC fan, I'm excited, you know, but whenever you get those fights on like fight night, when you get off the card, you kind of know, you know, you kind of like the add-on in a sense, you know, like this would be the pay-per-view like
you ain't got to
a
pay
year
for
ago,
it.
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is a good fight to look forward to, you know.
I think Darren Till has had something to prove coming off that loss against Masvidal, man, and Whitaker. He has a lot to prove too, man, coming off that Adesanya loss, which isn't bad losing to Adesanya. He is the best in that weight class for sure. But as far as Darren Till, to me, he's an unknown, man. I know he fought Masvidal, but I haven't heard too much about him. But
he also lost to Tyron Woodley.
Yeah, he did lose Tyron Woodley.
He lost to Woodley.
He did.
Yeah.
He's coming back, man, and he's talking a lot, man. He's a guy that's really big troll right now. I think a lot of people like him with that stuff always. And he's been talking to Mike Perry a lot.
Yeah.
Been in his head a lot.
Yeah.
But he said he coming in here looking for war, man. But looking at the weigh-ins, looking at everything, man, it's going to be hard to beat Robert Whitaker, man.
Yeah, I think like with guys like Till, Jorge Masvidal, you know, they're kind of taking that Conor McGregor approach, you know, selling themselves, you know. You got trying to sell the fight, but you still got to fight the fight, you know. And one thing about the UFC, from watching it, it's still a fight, you know. So it's real hard to predict those fights, you know what I mean. So just looking at it, I mean, I may give it to Whitaker, you know, just by the tell of the tape, you know. But I wouldn't be surprised, you know, if Till pulls it off also, you know.
And he's a slight underdog, just being down 105 plus 105. He's a slight underdog, but like you said, these two guys, it's unknown. They go in there, they're gonna slug it out. I don't think it's gonna be much of a ground game. I think they go in there looking to strike. I know Till has said that Whitaker, he can't strike with him. He's so much of a superior striker that he's looking for Whitaker to come in there and try to grapple and try to get him on the ground and try to do something like that, because if he stands up with him, he has no chance. That's the words of Till.
I mean, you can't never be surprised with a fight. I mean, going into that Jorge Masvidal Usman fight, you know, everybody was thinking, they're going to stand up, whoop-de-whoop, and Usman, you know, made it his fight, you know, like a fight's to win, you know. Everybody had their opinions, but Usman left with the belt.
Facts.
You know, so it's kind of like, you know, going into those fights, man, you can kind of expect something, but expect the unexpected with the UFC. If you're a fan of it, you already know. If you're not, then...
Speaking of other fights, man, are you excited about that Costa Adesanya fight?
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
Somebody got to lose. Somebody got to get that first L, man.
For sure. I spoke about it on my last episode, man. But I want to dive more into that fight, man. I'm really excited. I think Izzy is one of the top guys in the UFC. Him, Masvidal, McGregor, of course, if he's not retired. I think those three guys are the top of the top right now. I'm not saying that they're the best fighters, because of course John Jones is, and you got those guys, and you got of course Usman. But I mean, star power wise, man, I see Izzy in a if he can win this fight, I see him catapulting to the top of the UFC, man.
I agree also. I mean, Costa, you know, he looked good in the John Jones fight. You know what I mean? He took it a little like he took it on what is it? with not as many days to prepare for it, and he looked great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what got him in the position to get the fight with Adesanya, because Adesanya's a big grab right now. Everybody wants to fight Iggy, but at the same time, the fighter he is, with all the talking, the hair picking, and the last style bender, like when you put so much out there, you got to bring it. Like Jorge Masvidal pretty much put his whole career on the line in this last fight, because he had the BMF title. He's this bad guy coming from Miami, and he goes out there and gets roughed up. When you go out there and fight, that's the reason why they tell you, you want to be out there, you want to be pretty much professional about it. So you can go up there and you can take a loss like you take a win. You know what I mean? Act like you've been there before, So, like, Adesanya, this fight's really, he going to really have to bring it, man. And Costa got something,
Costa's good, man.
Costa got something.
I think Costa lost to Romero. I did, but I think it was a pick 'em, whoever you liked. I mean, those judges, they're going to pick who they want to. But that fight was, but going into that Romero Izzy fight, I don't even want to see Romero fight anymore. The way he came out there and fought that fight, he disappointed me, man. I think he disappointed a lot of fans on how he fought that fight. But man, I'm looking forward to this free fight. I'm always looking forward to free fights. So it's
absolutely.
With not much going on in the U.S. with sports, I'm definitely gonna see if Robert Whitaker and Dan, if Till can live up to the hype, though, for sure. So Saturday, the 25th, man, y'all tune in to the UFC. They're giving you free content, so y'all tune into it, man.